Could a government shutdown bring stimulus checks for seniors and those on a fixed income? The members of Congress break for the August with no clear path to avoiding a shutdown this fall. Hey, what is up, YouTube? Welcome back to another show. Will seniors and those on a fixed income actually receive a stimulus check because of a possible government shutdown? It's fueling worries about whether Congress will be able to avoid a partial government shutdown this fall. Lawmakers broke for their August recess this week with work on funding the government largely incomplete. Congress has until October 1st, the start of the new fiscal year, to act on government funding. They could pass spending bills to fund government agencies into next year, or simply pass a stopgap measure that keeps agencies running until they strike a longer-term agreement. No matter which route they take, it won't be easy, and what it's doing is it's scaring the heck out of a lot of American people before we actually get this done. There's a lot of assessment held directly within the Congress reflecting the gulf between the Republican-led House and the Democratic-led Senate, which are charting vastly different and mostly incompatible paths on spending. Yet the Senate is adhering mostly to the top-line spending levels that President Joe Biden negotiated with House Republicans in late May as part of the debt ceiling deal that extended the government's borrowing authority and avoided an economically devastating default, which led to programs like Social Security, Medicare, and military to be completely funded just for a little while longer. While the benefits are looming to be cut, many Social Security recipients are worried that if we don't actually get things passed and fixed for Social Security, then their benefits will be depleted. But Joe Biden has a plan of action. He hired Martin O'Malley just to come in and lead the Social Security program, offering boosts, pushing the Social Security 2100 Act that would provide an increase for millions of those on a fixed income Social Security beneficiaries. Yes, you need the money. They've got it figured out. They want to push this plan to give you guys more money every single month. So with the government in a standstill, largely incomplete, Congress still working on a plan so that way we don't go into a government shutdown, could this actually amplify many states to send stimulus checks to their residents? Understanding that inflation has played its hand with the American people and making things just that much more difficult, will this in fact drive states to push out stimulus checks? Many states are being proactive, like Alabama, California, Colorado. You've got Maine, Massachusetts, New Jersey. You've got Montana, Massachusetts, Pennsylvania. New Mexico has joined the list. You've got several states like Florida, Texas, and Alabama, and Louisiana, and New York, who are being proactive in providing a new program for residents to receive stimulus checks. The problem is they're still in proposal mode. They've talked about it, the amount, but they're still not ready yet to launch those checks. Could a government shutdown actually be the thing that causes them to send out stimulus checks to those that need it the most? With the programs in jeopardy, there needs to be some big moves when it comes to Social Security. GOP leaders have teed up bills with far less spending than the agreement allows in an effort to win over members who insist on rolling back spending to fiscal year 2022 levels, which wouldn't be a bad idea. They are also adding scores of policy add-ons broadly opposed by the Democrats. There are proposals to reduce access to abortion pills, bans on the funding of hormone therapy, and certain surgeries for transgender veterans, and prohibiting on training programs promoting diversity in the federal workplace, among many other. Like I said, there's a lot of programs that are being funded that take from the main priority of programs that affect millions and millions of people. They want to put money to these programs that just affect hundreds, maybe a couple of thousands. But when it comes to 66 million seniors on a fixed income, why are we taking money and putting it in other places when it should be going to the program because you guys need a raise? We should not fear a government shutdown, said Representative Bob Good, a Republican of Virginia. Most of the American people won't even miss if the government is shut down temporarily. Many House Republicans disagree with that assessment, and they called it oversimplification to say most Americans wouldn't feel an impact. And you warned Republicans would take the blame for a shutdown. We always get blamed for it no matter what. So it's a bad policy. It's a bad politics. Several of the lawmakers, some of the Republicans understand that when things happen bad within the economy, it's always the Republicans' fault for why this happens. Even though Bidenomics is supposed to strengthen our economy, provide more jobs for the American people, lower inflation, lower the cost of goods, boost up Social Security programs. It just doesn't seem like that's happening. And I'm glad they talked about it, had a press conference about it. I'm glad Martin O'Malley is on the team for Social Security recipients, but we need to see some things come into play. We need to see these proposals actually sign into law and get coming to help the seniors and those on a fixed income in need. We need to see this $200 increase that they've been talking about. We need to see the minimum threshold level for fixed income beneficiaries raised like they said it would be raised. They need to adjust the cost of living index like they said they would. There's a lot of things that they said that they've proposed, they want to push for the seniors and the Americans, but here's the thing. When is it actually going to play into action? When are seniors and elderly actually going to see the increase? All of this news is what we look for every single day, waiting on them to actually present something that indicates things are changing and getting better. Like they said, we shouldn't fear a government shutdown, but maybe this is the thing that opens up Americans' eyes to see how much we really need things to change. Guys, you've been a wonderful audience. Thank you so much for tuning in. Your love and support mean the world. Guys, we did it. We hit 95,000 subscribers, and we couldn't have done it without you. Your love and support mean the world, and we thank you from the bottom of our hearts. Make sure to stay tuned for more videos on the way. I hope this information helped you out. And until next time, I'm John Miro. Peace.